Next Goodwill Find is a Sansui P L75. I've done a 50, I've done a 50 so far, and then like a 8 or something like that. So there's a little bit of a spoiler alert here. I did look at this previously, and I've already remedied one issue. I will take you through what that issue was, though, because it's pretty quick review here. But tone arm wasn't moving. Now the mechanism is different than that of the PL50. So you can watch that video for the belt replacement. This belt is slightly different, but it was only one belt and I got the tone arm to move. This one does not have a stylus on it. So I did purchase a stylus, which I have. That's why I was waiting to shoot the video on this until today. There's the belt right there. It was real simple. Just pop the old one off. Well, the old one was gone. Clean up all the goo and then pop the new one on. Put this back on. So what I'm going to do now that I have the new stylus is I will, if I can get this back together, I'm going to put this back together, clean it up, because it's very, very dirty, as you can see, and connect it to the stereo. And just like the other one, the spindle's moving really freely. So I don't really feel the need to take that apart and do anything with it at this point. That was for something I was just looking at. So what I'll do is clean this up. I will resume, well, I'm going to kind of speed through this next little segment, but I will resume and at normal speed and talk about replacing that stylus. I'll pop the new one on and we'll give it a spin. Alright, so let me get out the new stylus. I had to order this from LP Gear. It's the only place I could find it. The slip mat's drying. It's going to look a little splotchy. And there'll be a lot of lint from that Clorox wipe. I think the stylus was maybe $30. Something like that. This, I don't know if I mentioned this already, it did not come with a dust cover. So I don't know, you know, again, Goodwill Find. So I may do a search for a dust cover. I'm not quite sure yet. And this was kind of a pain to pop off here. Okay, so the way the stylus comes off is, oh, I guess it had a stylus on there. It's just all bent to snot. It kind of hinges in the back. So here's the arm. It kind of hinges and then snaps up, from what I can gather. So here's the new stylus. And when I put it on, it was kind of a little bit of a chore to get it all lined up. Yeah, it's going to do the same thing. Oh, maybe I have it there. There we go. All right. To change out my test records. I was going through the same one. In fact, I need to get some new ones. I usually grab dollar records from the record shop, or I have a lot of 3 for $10s at 402 vinyl that I'll grab and just use those as my test records. I'll worry about cleaning this up later. So I'm going to turn the stereo on. It's on phono. And this is like, it has computer controls and a bunch of stuff. Looks like compu edit. You can, it says intro skip, and then you can, looks like it senses where the tracks are and you can go from track to track, I'm guessing. I don't know. Again, this is the Goodwill Find. This is not the review of this turntable or a restoration. This is just a, hey, I got it from the Goodwill for a good price, and how do I get it to where I can listen to a record on it? All right, so let's see if there's any hum. No hum that I can hear. Sensitivity set to medium. Let's hit start. It should work because it did. Oh, that turned on first, so now it's on. Start. Hey, it's making noise. Sounds like Pink Floyd. I'm not sure about the speed. I'll have to listen to it for a little bit and see how the speed is and see in terms of adjustment, what kind of adjustment I can do. I will throw my phone on here a little bit to see if it's slow, but I mean, it sounds all right to me. So manual control, up, down, start, stop. Yeah, again, I'm not going to get into how this actually works, but let's see. So I just hit the number 2. Oh, it's going to play the second song. Maybe. Well, it thinks... Oh, is that the... Yeah, the second... No, it's the third song. Well, it's close. Oh, but that's weird. There's no... I don't hear any sound now. Weird. Huh. Let me hit start again. Yeah, that was weird. Like the sound just disappeared. Well, I might play around with this for a little bit, and I'm going to check the speed, see what's going on with that. Again, I really don't want to turn this into a how this turntable works, because that's really not the intent behind here. And also, since this has these this compu edit system, I don't know that I would be... I don't know, I might learn a little bit about this table and visit how it's actually supposed to work. But again, that's not really the intent behind these videos. So I might just play around with it for a little bit and see what happens. So I'll do that for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, then check back in and let you know what I learn about this table. Okay, a couple of things. So number 1, speed is good, 33.5, a little bit fast, but you know, it's better to have these a little fast. At least to my ears, it's harder to tell when it's fast than when it's slow, unless it's really fast. So I don't know that I'm going to worry about adjusting that. Number 2, you have to remember how many tracks your record has when you hit 1 or 2. So me, I'm thinking, oh, it skipped a whole bunch of songs. No, there are only 3 tracks on the first side, or on this side of the record, on side 2. So it's actually hitting all the tracks when I hit the program button. So for example, this has 3 tracks on it. If I hit 3 and then I hit start, it's going to go to the 3rd track. And there was no sound because there's a muting circuit. It takes about 2 seconds. So it'll go down. Oh, did I turn it down up here? Oh. Well, now it's making a liar out of me. Before, it was taking the muting circuit about 2 seconds. Okay. That's what it was doing before, is it was taking about 2 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000, and then it would play music. So I'm not sure why it did it that time. But the fix is, well, not the fix, but again, Goodwill turntable, not rebuilding this, not spending a lot of money on it. In fact, I don't even know that I'll put a cover on it. We may just sell it as is. A cover for this is probably going to be really hard to find. I'll do a search on eBay, see if I can find one. But as I was saying, you know, to go and troubleshoot that muting circuit, I don't know that it's probably controlled by an IC, and who knows, but I'm not going to get into it. So I know this was kind of anticlimactic a little bit. And one thing, if you do find one of these, let me just start it and illustrate. You want to get some isolation pods, because, and I'm hard, that's not me tapping much at all. So there's not a lot of isolation or sound damping on this particular turntable. So anyway, and yeah, I went through. It went all the way. Well, as I was playing around with the different tracks, hit that third track, went to the end of the record, picked up right where it should. So it's kind of a cool turntable. Neat. I know these don't go for much money on eBay, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's a neat turntable. You know, just hit start and it goes. And it seems to be, hopefully it's reliable. I don't know much about these, but anyway, enough rambling. Short one on this Sansui P L75. If for some reason I can find a cover for it and I opt to purchase it, I will follow up. But this might be just a table that's sold kind of as is. I don't know yet. So, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.